Alright, what up beautiful people? This is Everyday Dreamer. Thanks for coming back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit the bell, then that's probably why you're not seeing all these videos that's coming up. Right now I'm at 236 subscribers and I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all. I really hope that you'd be number 237. This is what I wasn't quite accurate about, if I can say that, because last week was about, man, these kids would come out and play while I'm shooting this video. Can y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Last week I talked about, like, I'm a whole person, and to be like in one niche in that whole thing, like, it was like, it's kind of a bummer because I do a lot. But the issue is that that's not how the world works, and I gotta apologize to you if I made you think that you could be the one to get away with no niche, because I can't do it, you can't do it. You gotta have a niche, because you gotta think, like, the only successful generalist thing in the world is probably Walmart. Everything else has a niche. Like McDonald's niche. McDonald's has a niche. McDonald's is cheap fast food. Kentucky Fried Chicken has a niche. It's, am I hungry? It's chicken. Home Depot has a niche. It's what are those things called? Tools. Ross has a niche. It's for drawing crazy people in who like to throw clothes across the store if they don't like it. Everything has a niche. If you're anything like me, when you go on YouTube or something like that, and your favorite YouTubers has a niche. You have something that you're interested in and you watch it over and over and over and over and over and over because they have something of value that you're interested in. Like, one of my favorite YouTubers is Peter McKinnon. Shout out Peter for just crossing 5 million subscribers. That's amazing. There's 5 million people are coming in for photography. Like, if you're not interested in photography or gear or editing or anything like that, you have no idea who Peter McKinnon is. And if somebody comes in and if they, there's a cricket over there. If somebody comes in and they have no interest in photography or cinematography or videography or editing or anything like that, then no matter how entertaining he is, they're not gonna watch him. I know one of my big issues as I'm finding out who I am in this whole YouTube world is that when you come in to watch me, and thank you for all 236 people who do subscribers, you don't know what you're getting. One of my best performing videos right here is about an iPad keyboard review. Another video is about George Floyd. Another video is why family and friends don't support you. You know what I mean? Like, you love me and I love you and I'm so grateful, but a lot of y'all don't know what y'all gonna get from me. So I gotta figure this thing out. Here's what I'm saying. And if I gotta figure this thing out, you gotta figure this thing out too. What is a niche? We gotta figure out, these kids are going crazy. You know what? Let's take this inside. First thing to finding a niche, you have to be good at the niche that you're trying to go into. Say I am going into the fitness world. Clearly right now, I would not be able to contribute to that. I got a lot of COVID things going on. I've been locked up in quarantine. I haven't worn pants in about 6 months. All my shirts are flowy. I have no idea what's going on with my body. We just bought a scale today. We just bought a scale today. It was the most depressing thing. So listen, next week, I'm going on a Daniel fast. All this is gonna slim down. It's gonna be great. I can't go into the fitness niche because I'm not very good at that right now. You have to be able to have some type of proof that you have some version of success that's generally accepted by your group to be able to say that I can contribute to this niche. That's the first thing. Second thing, can you bring value to the conversation? Because every single thing has its own little group. Music has its own group. Piano players have its own group. Drummers has its own group. Guitar players have its own group. Singers has its own group. Photography has its own group. Canon users has its own group. Sony, models, photographers, lighting, everything has its own group. And if you're the one who's, when all of these groups are having their conversations and meetings and stuff like that, are you the one like where you're always learning and you're always listening and you're always, oh wow, that's a good point, or I never thought about that. If you're always that person, then you're not quite at the point where you can bring value to the conversation. Value comes with experience. I've been doing this long enough to know that what you're suggesting doesn't work. Or I've been doing this long enough to know that you think that this is the only way to do it. But no, it actually, if you do X, Y, Z, it actually does work. Can you bring value to the conversation? And if you can bring value to the conversation and you're good at what you do, we're on our way. The third thing is starting to get a little bit harder, but here we go. Do people seek advice from you about that particular niche? Like, it's the funniest thing. I still get these conversations. Hey, I'm thinking about going into the music industry, or hey, I got this song idea and I don't know if this line works, or what do you think about this, or my worship team is trash right now. You know, what would you suggest leadership wise? I still get those conversations. I still get those questions and I still get those DMs, and I'm very glad to answer them. But it's so funny to me that after all of this time, I'm still, like, people are still coming to me, but it's something that I'm sought out for it. Like, not, I don't know, you know, people not coming from Asia to, you know, whatever, but like, it's enough people saying that what you have, I find valuable enough to want to get that information. That's a key sign that that's right in the area of where you want to be, because that shows that you have proven that you know what you're talking about. And whoever is coming to ask you for that, they see something in your life that says that that is the result that I want. Do people generally hold you as a person of an authority on that subject? And are people seeking you out? Not every day, not all day, but do people seek you out for the knowledge that you have? If you have those couple of things, you're good at it, you're passionate about it, you can bring value to the conversation, and people seek you out and hold you as some type of authority in that field, then you might want to consider that as your niche. Y'all, we can't be nicheless out here. We can't. I'll tell you this. I asked this question on Facebook. I was like, hey, Facebook. And they were like, what? I said, if I were to start a YouTube channel, here's the little secret. If I start anything out with if I were to, I'm probably doing it. And I'm just getting some research. But I said, if I were to do a YouTube channel, what do you think it should be on? And that's kind of like the whole thing of what do you guys think that I'm good enough in to have a voice on? Got a couple of people saying being a dad, you know, I don't want to be a, you know, thank you, but you know. But the overwhelming response was some version of music. And then it was all like, you know, teach us vocal theory, teach us harmony, and teach us, you know, musical lessons. At that point, I was like, okay, I don't want to be the music theory guy. I think I was scared of that because for a long time, because I just didn't want to be, I didn't want to be a teacher. This is basically what I tricked y'all here to say. I think I'm gonna start a gospel and Christian music channel. I think so. What do y'all think about that? I think we're gonna start doing gospel stuff, music, interviews, topics, music reviews. Yeah, because that's who I am. That's not all I am, but you know, that's who I am. For all 236 of you guys who are rocking with me, I hope y'all continue on with this journey. Don't use natural light, because remember when we started how bright I was now, this is the only part of my face that you can see. This is the Everyday Dreamer, and who knows the next time when we talk. I mean, it'll be soon, but who knows what this channel will look like the next time we talk. So, it should be fun.